My name is Roberto Alfaro, and I believe my vocation to be is becoming a computer science engineer. I say that because there are situations in which our community is impoverished, which it is, and there's many things we can't get a hold of. For example, medications that we need for extreme diseases that a lot of the people in impoverished communities have. And like Matthew Cook says, never say the word poverty without the words inequality or injustice falling right behind it. And it's true, many of the impoverished communities don't have access to these resources, such as medications for cancer. The medications for cancer are very expensive. A lot of impoverished families don't have the resources to pay for those medications. And as a computer engineer, I believe I would be bringing shalom to the world or my community by creating programs that make it easier for medications to be found, so that it won't be as pricey for medications to be paid for those families who really need it but don't have access to it. And that's what I believe my vocation is, and what I was called by God to do.
How you guys doing? Damian Berry Jr. here, and I'm here to pretty much talk about my vocation and what my purpose is. First off, my vocation, what I feel my vocation is to help my family, to make sure that my family, has the better future, to make sure that my family has every resource possible so they can achieve it. Because I feel like growing up, I really didn't have that much, in me, and I guess that's what made me. Pretty much, I decided to record from the Nicholson Gardens housing projects because I feel like this is where I learned everything. This is where I learned right from wrong, left from right. I learned my talents, and I meet new people, and I feel like I really connected with my community as a whole. It's not the best place that I want my family to be in, honestly. Everything that has happened to me and to my family, I feel like it's guiding me and it's leading me to something much bigger, something much greater. And I honestly feel so relieved and so happy to say that. Doing acts of shalom here is what sparks me, it's what drives me to get better and to do what I want. I feel like doing acts of shalom, performing them like Mother Teresa, that doing so puts you in a better place of state of mind, mentally and physically. I know the journey won't be easy. I know that it won't be taken lightly. I do understand that there will be a lot of struggles and obstacles that I gotta go over, but I feel like I will triumph. And the moment I do, I will feel like a champion.
Can you explain what flourishing is? Flourishing connects to all the other packets. It's like the lottery packet, Dalai Lama, 12, the steps to happiness, and Mumford. And then the whole point of the article was that money, that they try to express was that money leads you to happiness, leads you to God. And if you're right with God, then you'll have, if you're right with God, you will be rich. If you're not right with God, you will be poor, which is not the case. The whole point of the article is that money is a shallow joy, is shallow and not deep happiness, because my vocation is I want to be a sports announcer. That's my desire. That is my passion. That's something I wanted to do since I was little. The whole point of being in an ESPN and be a sports announcer is to be able to articulate facts in an influential manner, or to convey the audience in a certain way so they can leave your opinion or not.
And how do you think your vocation can actually help the world improve?
It gives people a voice or a new perspective of how they see things, or it could be an scapegoat. I mean, like Trump is president. That's something that a lot of people who are not a big fan of. But at the same token, sports could be an escape route. Like they don't want to deal with the outside world.
Vocation is the work a person is called to do by God. When trying to find your vocation, it takes time to do. You can't instantly do something and automatically say that, oh, that's my vocation, that's something that God sent me to do. No, that's not it. You can't also say that your job is a vocation, because it isn't. As Martin says, vocation is different from work or job or even a career. Work is a labor required to do a task. A job is a situation in which you do it, and a career is a long-term trajectory. So a vocation is deeper than each of those concepts. A way where you can find your vocation is by doing side tests. For example, doing catechism, teaching a catechism class, or for anything. Doesn't matter for, like, it could be for young kids, or you could even be a coach for adults. With that being said, Jeff Goins says, the events of our life are directly related to our understanding of the. Jeff pretty much said is true, because everything you do in this case makes you find your vocation. And I could say that my vocation would have to be either to become a soccer coach or even to study sports medicine. And that's how I feel that God is trying to call me, because I love playing my sport. I like to do what I do. I also like to help others, so that got me into the idea of that my vocation could be teaching confirmation class, because it's important that the youth nowadays understand what life